Hey everyone, Richie Man Productions here with another great review. It's been a while since I've done a review, but this was a really big one, so I had to share the excitement with everybody. I've got the Grimlock and Optimus Prime 1 Studios, distributed by Sideshow Collectibles statue. I've been waiting for this for, I don't know, I think it's been about a year. I've got Megatron from Prime 1 Studios. I did have Optimus Prime, but I returned it because of some issues and just, anyway, there was some broken pieces all the time, so I gave up on that one. But I do have Megatron, so this will sit nicely next to the Megatron because they have a very similar color scheme. So I'm really happy about this. I've got number 178 of 1750, and I've got 3 very large boxes, actually one big one medium sized, and one small box. So I have already taken out the medium-sized box package, and it's right here. This seems to be the heaviest piece for some reason. Took out the styrofoam. Artwork is pretty simple, nothing exciting. Looks kind of cheap actually, the image. They didn't go crazy with any actual animation or drawing of Grimlock, which would have been nice, but anyways, it's what's in the package that's important. And the only one I'm worried about is this one. It's got a bit of a crack on the bottom, but if everything is okay, I'll be very happy. Got a couple of other boxes here too, and but those will have to go in other reviews. I think we've got a print of some kind here. But regardless of all this, I'm going to open this up and see how this looks. Okay, so the first box, the medium-sized box, has been unpacked, and these are the contents of the medium-sized box. You've got the big base, which is extremely heavy. I mean, not extremely heavy, but it's probably the heaviest out of all of them. And it's a very big base. It's got some blue on the edges here. And then you've got a other part of the base, which I believe goes on top of that base. And this is the rock base, rock formations that Grimlock stands on. And it's got some piping here. Nice rock formations with a bit of sand. Weathering looks really nice. And you've got the Optimus logo, which comes in there as well. And the Optimus logo does hold some batteries. I believe this is a projector, which projects light on top of, actually on the bottom part of Grimlock, which I've seen in a couple of videos, but I haven't seen it in person yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And another little piece here, a peg, which I have no idea what this is yet because I haven't looked at the instructions, if there is any in the other boxes. But looking forward to seeing what's in the next box. I'm going to open up the small box now, see what that has to offer. The base has some really nice designs here. Very cool. And there you have it. This is the small box out of the 3 that came with the Prime 1 Grimlock. And the small box has a picture of Optimus sitting on Grimlock. And there's the box. Alright, so box number 2, the small box, has been opened. And it is Optimus himself. As you can see here, I've put together the torso and the legs on top of the actual base itself, which has the same color scheme as the large base here. And there's multiple pieces. I haven't uncovered everything yet, but I think I'm going to have him sit on Grimlock. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to have it posed in my display. But there's a whole bunch of pieces here, assuming this is the arms. And then you've got the other arm here, and got the torso, which is highly detailed. Now I do not have the large Optimus Prime 1 Studio statue, but this thing is unbelievably detailed. I mean, you can see all the detail inside the torso here. If I go around, all the exhausts on the back, as well as all the nice blue and red. And if I go to the box itself, Sorry about the focus. Got various different hands. Got two different swords. This is the shield. And this must be the legs for Optimus to sit on Grimlock. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here, but we'll take a look once it's put together. Okay, so after a lot of work, about an hour of moving things around, Grimlock is finally put together. Here he is, and he's on the display where I'm keeping him. And this is right above the stairs. And I gotta say, it's a great piece. I'm really happy with it. And I'm just gonna move around here so you can see all the detail. Now I've got the pose with Optimus on top of him, which I think is great. Had some trouble with some of these pieces, mainly putting the head on. There seems to be a space between the head and the torso. Now I'd like some comments from everybody else if anyone else is having the similar issue here. But essentially, when you're putting the head in, it does leave a space. I'm assuming this is something that was intentional, so that it would be easy to remove after. But if you look over here, you can see the space, and actually the piece above the vertebrae is actually right at its maximum length, which is here. So it is touching just a little bit. Overall, I'm extremely pleased with this, more so than Megatron. It's got the same color scheme as I said before, but this thing is a very, very, very imposing piece. It's expensive, yes, but if you're a fan of the movie, if you're a big collector, this is definitely something that you want in your collection. It's just incredible. I mean, look at the detail in the head, in the teeth. They're actually sharp. The tongue, as many have noticed before, has quite a bit of detail in it. And the base itself is actually very different than the usual Prime 1 Studio base, as it's actually in two pieces. Got the bottom piece, as you saw from my unboxing, and you've got the top piece, which is all the rock formations. So again, I'm very, very pleased with this. I've got a bit of an issue with the range of motion here because of the way that I have it displayed, but as you can see, it's an incredible piece. Optimus himself has quite a bit of detail, and okay, I can focus and zoom in a little bit here so you can see the detail that he has on him. Incredible. There's a couple of pieces that go on. Be very careful as you put this guy together. Very easy to break. Very fragile pieces. And look at all the paint apps here on the shield. And he actually sits, I didn't want to push this in too much either. Got a bit of a peg that goes in. I'm going to stop the video now and do it with my light on so that you can get more. So here's the continuation of the video with the light on. Again, I'm doing this with an iPhone 6s, which has got some great resolution, but some focusing issues. So please bear with me as I show you some of the detail in here. Now the light's able to cut all the shadows out so you can actually see the level of detail that Prime 1 has put into this. It's just incredible. Got all the symbols here, all the gears in his mouth. Now I haven't put any batteries in. I generally don't put batteries inside any of my statues because they are on display. I just don't want the pain in the ass and the hassle to remove the batteries after. And we all know how batteries can go bad, and that can damage the pieces. So I don't put any of the batteries, but I do know how good it looks with the lights on display. I may actually put the batteries in the Autobots logo emblem here because it does shine a light on him, and that could be kind of nice. And it does have, I believe, a AA or AAA batteries, which I'm going to put in there. And it's pretty easy to remove if necessary. But again, all the detail. impressed with all of this. Look at the tail. The weathering on Grimlock is exceptionally well done. For $2,000, I gotta say, you get your money's worth. A lot of work was done into the was put into this, and you can see it. Again, I'm gonna back away so that you can really see how this looks. Got some premium formats down there. This head is incredible. Get the light inside the tongue so you can really see the level of detail. So that's it. Richie Man out. Prime One Studios, distributed by Sideshow Collectibles, Grimlock and Optimus Prime.